Do you know the health benefits of eating whole grains? Well, today we're going to find out. Have a pleasure of introducing you to Extension Agent Hillary Ayers. Hillary, it's nice to have you.
It's so nice to be here.
Oh, thank you so much. So you have a lot to teach me today. So please tell me all about the difference between whole grains and refined grains.
Yeah, so
Okay.
a refined grain, so when we think of a refined grain, I want to say that it's, our white bread or, white pasta, white rice. And then we have whole grains, which are things like 100% whole wheat bread, or oatmeal, popcorn even is a whole grain.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I know, a lot of people
So
don't.
that's why everyone says like popcorn's healthy.
It can be.
It can be, all right.
Until you add that butter and things.
Of course.
Okay.
So
the main difference is when you're eating a whole grain, you're getting all parts of that whole grain, which is the bran, the germ, and the endosperm, which holds all those vitamins and nutrients, specifically your B vitamins, which are really important, of course, for energy, right? Our brain health. And you're also getting fiber. The refined grain is where they strip all those vitamins and nutrients out.
Oh, that is the main difference.
Yes.
So no to the refined necessarily. We want the whole grain for the benefits of the B vitamins and fiber.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, that's really wonderful. So very, very good. And is there a percentage of the whole grain that is recommended either daily or in your diet in general if you think about the consumption in a week?
Yes, so typically based on the USDA dietary guidelines for Americans, you want to eat at least 6 ounces of grains a day.
Oh, that's reasonable.
Very reasonable, very easy to get. And
sure.
3 of those ounces, you want to make them whole grains.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not saying, okay, you can never eat your white bread if that's what you prefer, or your white rice, but make at least half of the grains that you eat whole grains.
Okay. And is it always beneficial if someone were to say, I'm going to focus on having whole grains and far less, is it right to think they might feel a little more energized and they're only going to benefit from doing that?
Yes, you're only going to benefit from eating whole grains. You're going to feel more energized. You're going to have that fiber. Fiber is important. It helps to keep our digestion going.
Right.
And then it's also going to help you feel full longer.
Okay, and I was going to say maybe snack less because you are receiving the nutrients that you need.
Exactly.
Okay, so this makes a lot of sense and it feels very, very good.
Yeah.
So with that said, are there specific foods that you recommend?
Yes, so you want to be sure that when you are getting a whole grain that you're looking for things that say 100% whole grain, 100% whole wheat. So when you look at that food label, the first thing that should be listed under the ingredients is whole wheat, whole grain, whole bulgur. Other items, oatmeal, again, brown rice, bulgur,
What
quinoa.
is bulgur? Why am I not knowing this?
So it's just another type of whole grain.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So it's similar to flour. So you can even get whole wheat flour as well.
Okay.
So you just want to be sure. Again, I tell everyone in my classes and that I teach, just read that ingredients label. You want to make sure that it's whole grain is listed first. Don't be fooled because sometimes we see breads or items that are, a color that we might think a whole grain item would be.
Right.
That typically brown color, but that can be molasses or even caramel that's been added.
Really?
Yeah, so read that label, make sure, because even sometimes on foods you'll see made with whole grains, but then whole grain is not listed first, so it's not truly a 100% whole grain item.
Okay, now that makes perfect sense, and thank you for that.
Yeah, you're
It's
welcome.
important to be mindful. So you do have a little something to show me here.
I do.
Okay, please walk me through.
All right, so here we have a refined grain, so that's that white bread, and then we have our 100% whole wheat bread.
Okay,
and then I've poured some orange juice into 2 bowls.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take the white refined grain, and I'm gonna put that in the orange juice, and then I'm gonna take our 100% whole wheat bread and put it in the orange juice.
And what is the orange juice representing
So
here?
the orange juice is representing stomach acid.
Oh, come on.
So-
okay, that makes sense.
Yes, so it's going
That's
to
interesting.
kind of replicate what happens when we have a refined grain in our stomach versus a whole grain.
Oh, this is good.
Yes, so I do have to let it sit for just a few more seconds.
Okay.
But really what it's going to show is how, when we eat refined grain, it's going to get broken down a lot faster, right? We're going to get hungry, right, earlier, whereas with a whole grain, it's got that fiber. It's going to take longer for it to be digested, to be broken down. So we're going to stay full
And
longer.
this makes me think of the times when I do have something that's refined, I might get very tired and actually feel kind of bloated.
Yes.
Maybe that's not the best idea.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
So
all
let's
right.
see how this has gone.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
we've got our white bread. You
Ooh.
can see that it's already breaking
Oh,
apart.
goodness.
So I'm going to
All
put
right.
it in there.
Okay, yes.
And then we've got
Let's
our
see. Hillary, show
whole
me.
grain, which is
Come
staying
on.
right completely together. So I love to show this experiment to just show how beneficial whole grain is for
The
our bodies.
sustainability it has to be able to bypass the acidity so your body can actually absorb the nutrients.
Exactly.
Which is all the B vitamins and the fiber.
Yes.
Hillary, I'm with you.
Right?
That is so good. I really appreciate you. I think that that is wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, wonderful. So I hope all of you at home have benefited from learning the difference between whole grains and refined grains. I know that I have, and I know that I'm better for it. I hope that this inspires you to think about reading those labels and adding more whole grains into your diet. I'll see you next time.